Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there, wherever you are. Guys, it is a beautiful Saturday morning, and I'm excited to come your way. Weekend games have already started. Yesterday game we watched it, we saw Man City. I was thinking that Wolves could do Chelsea a favor. And honestly speaking, watching Man City Wolves game yesterday, Wolves deserve a point in that game. They were on top of the game. They could have scored at least even 4 goals. But luck eluded them. It is what it is. It's not as if Man City played an extraordinary game. No. They had the experience. They used the experience. Kevin De Bruyne, they played well. But Wolves actually deserve a point from the game last night. That is my own opinion. Man City currently, they are comfortable on that third position behind Arsenal. And guys, I have their record. I'll be giving you their record. Yeah. Manchester City are now unbeaten in their last 9 matches. They are now unbeaten in their last 9 games. Dear friend, yes. They play 2-2 draw versus Brighton, 2-1 win over Bournemouth, 2-0 win over Leicester, 0-0 draw with Manchester United, 5-2 win over Crystal Palace, 2-0 win over Everton, 2-1 win over Aston Villa, 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest, and 1-0 win versus Wolves last night. Guardiola's side now have 3 games left in the Premier League, plus FA Cup final versus Crystal Palace and FIFA Club World Cup for the rest of the season. Dear friend, well, before I continue, this video is sponsored. This video is sponsored by Tony Brown, a team leader, a coach, motivational speaker, and a grooming expert. Yes, I said a grooming expert because when it comes to your corporate coaching, leadership training, teamwork training, look no further than Tony Brown. Tony Brown is an expert in coaching of entities, institutions, yes, companies, corporate institutions and companies, churches. You want to train your members on leadership program, leadership. Dear friend, look no further than Tony Brown. Tony Brown is an expert in leadership training and has certificates from Maxwell Leadership Institute. Maxwell Leadership Institute. Dear friend, look no further if you are looking for someone to train your staff in your company, in your institution, wherever you are. The right person to contact, especially if you are within Southeast Asia, Malaysia precisely, look no further than Tony Brown. Tony Brown, Maxwell Leadership Certification Coach. Yes, you are in Africa or any part of the world, you can equally contact him on his phone number and via email. On his phone number via email. Sometimes there are trainings, online training. They have online training as well and coaching. You want to be a motivational speaker? You want to be a leader, team leader. Dear friend, no longer talking anyhow. You want to be a good team leader? Contact Tony Brown on +60 11 822 411 81, and I'll take it again. +60 18 224 1181. You can also reach Tony Brown on anthonymcbrown@gmail.com. anthonymcbrown@gmail.com for all your career advice and team training, leadership team training. You can reach Tony Brown on those informations right there. Now guys, let's continue from where we stopped. City have won all their last games. Yes, and now they have 3 games more to go. Can Chelsea overcome the odds and beat Liverpool tomorrow, Sunday. It is very possible. It is very possible. But guys, there is something I observed, and I want to chip it in before I continue. You see, when I watch Barcelona high press against Inter Milan, when I watch their press against Inter Milan, Barcelona high press had no answer to Inter Milan's constantly generating diagonal passing lanes. Inter Milan's constant diagonal passing lane. Barcelona pressing so high, yet Inter Milan adopted a strategy diagonally. All their passing lanes were diagonal. You know, I am still dreaming about my team playing just like Inter Milan, not Barcelona. Because Barcelona's system is possession-based football. But look at Inter Milan. The diagonal system they are playing, their passing lanes are all diagonal, and it worked perfectly against a high-pressing team like Barcelona. Then you can see it on your screen. It's very evidently clear that what Barcelona tried to do was to press Inter Milan high, up the field, up the pitch. Yet, Inter Milan's strategy was to go diagonal. Diagonal. And in quick passing sequence with a perfect body orientation from players to receive pass and free space. Can Chelsea build a squad like that? When I look at the current crop of players that we want to buy, our coach has made a request that he wants experience to blend with this current crop. And Chelsea are still going for, or from the news we are hearing, Hutchinson, and we also heard yesterday, the day before yesterday, we hearing news on a player from Ajax, a defender. Both are very good. Both are young. But do they have the experience that Enzo Maresca needs right now? That when we are facing teams like Barcelona in the Champions League, we can adopt a new strategy to win games. You can see what Chelsea tried to do with the names that are coming up. An idea of buying two center backs of different styles, which both can equally play together. Yes, we understand Hato from Ajax and Hutchinson in the Premier League. These two are Chelsea's main targets right now. I'm not too sure why they all of a sudden switch to this guy from Ajax, Hato from Ajax. But right now, that is what Chelsea want. Now, I obviously wanted more clear, experienced player for Chelsea in that centre back, especially at our left centre back position. Our left centre back need more experience and much more intimidating player. But in terms of profile, being players that are super suited or fit to ball possession football and types that can take the systems like ours, now both players fit in perfectly. If you want to be one of the best and most advanced possession teams, you need this type of players. Talking about Hato and Hutchinson. But as I mentioned earlier, you see, they are both not experienced. They are both not experienced. And are raw in short term. They are still raw. That is a sad downside of it. I am looking for someone that we can say has been in the business at least 25, 26 years old. These guys are all below 21, under 21s. So you can imagine. If Fofana is leaving, well, we will actually need a third center back to replace him. And it has to be someone experienced. It has to be someone more experienced. That is where we can hopefully get that clear short-term improvement. Because if all we are doing is still to go and buy under 21, don't get me wrong, please. We've seen 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds in the Champions League play. After all, how old is Lamine Yamal? But when it comes to defensive play, every error counts. Any mistake you concede, unlike attack, you can make a mistake. The midfielders, the defenders, they can clear and, But as a defender, inexperienced, any least mistake you are considering, you are losing game. Guys, I didn't want to say much on that. I think we will revisit that issue again. But quickly, before I let you go, it's your breakfast. It's your breakfast. When I hear Maresca speaking about experience, I would have expected that this time around, at least the three players that we needed, a striker, left winger, right-footed player, and a center back. I'm looking at players that can come in and impact games instantly. Dear friends, anyway. You see, I want to say something again. It's your breakfast, Saturday morning. We are taking it so live. On Thursday night, Jackson scored 2 goals. Do you notice that the second goal, the assist came from Kopama? Yeah. Most of us didn't take note of it. Jackson's second goal, the assist came from Kopama. And under normal circumstance, Jackson would have messed up that goal because it wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity. There were 3-4 players around Jackson. At a point, I believe in himself, he didn't even know that he would be able to score. But because of his instincts, because when I watched 3 players around Jackson and the way he was dragging the ball in between them, I just noticed the pass came from Kopama. And Jackson just did everything possible for Kopama to have an assist. It is his partner. Kopama is Jackson's partner. So Jackson just did everything possible for Kopama to be registered as the one that provided the assist. Otherwise, on a normal moment, honestly, it was like a fight for Kopama. Go back and watch the video. The assist came from Kopama and Jackson delivered for his man, at least to get motivated. So why am I saying this? I just want to give thumbs up. I like players that fight for each other. I like it. When you do that, it brings the team together. It means you are not there alone for your selfish interest. You are there for each other. Fact, the pass was already so bad. The pass from Kopama was already so bad. Jackson received the pass in between 3 players. It was already so bad. But Jackson's tenacity and the defender, what's his name? Bozo defending ensured that goal was scored. That's why people who use, statistics sometimes to rate players, for me, sometimes I disagree with them. Because it could be flawed. Stats can be very flawed. The real test will always be with the naked eye. That second goal of Jackson, it's with the naked eye. It's not. It doesn't hold anything like stats or statistics. It was not a goal scoring opportunity. It is my own opinion, dear friend. Anyway, I'm being signaled that my time is up. Let me leave you guys, because what is about to happen later this afternoon and tomorrow, before we go live, before we go for the watch along Chelsea Liverpool, later this afternoon, I have an exclusive to deliver. So I hope to see you when the time comes. Shalom and peace.